Most people think luxury is about adding more. More features, more screens, more feedback telling you how well you're doing. But the most refined form of luxury does the opposite. It subtracts. The Oura Ring doesn't demand space in your life. It doesn't compete for attention. It doesn't glow, buzz, or interrupt a moment that was already complete. It stays quiet, almost invisible, and in doing so, it changes the way you think about health. Because when health stops being loud, it starts becoming personal. You feel it first in the way your mornings begin. There's no urgency to prove anything, no impulse to check numbers before you've even checked in with yourself. You wake up slower, more grounded. The information is there, but it waits for you. It respects your timing. The ring itself feels smooth, cool, and understated. The surface catches light gently, never aggressively. It doesn't look like technology. It looks intentional, like something chosen carefully, not impulsively. After a few days, you forget it's there, and that's exactly when it starts working. There's something deeply calming about technology that doesn't ask for your attention. No wrist screen lighting up in meetings, no vibrations reminding you to optimize your existence. Your hands stay empty, your mind stays quieter. Health becomes less performative. Throughout the day, the ring simply observes your movement, your stillness, your stress rising and falling without commentary. It doesn't judge, it doesn't reward, it doesn't punish, it just notices. And that subtlety changes everything. When evening comes, the data reveals itself slowly. Soft colors, gentle language, trends instead of alarms. You're not being told what to do, you're being invited to understand. You start to see how your body responds to certain days, how a late meal lingers longer than you expected, how tension shows up in places you thought you were hiding it from, how rest isn't laziness, it's preparation. The Oura Ring doesn't push you harder, it gives you permission to slow down. That alone feels radical in a world that glorifies exhaustion. Over time, you stop trying to beat your body. You stop chasing perfect scores. You realize the goal isn't optimization, it's harmony. Some days are lighter, some days are heavier, and both are allowed. There's a quiet confidence that comes with this kind of awareness, not the confidence that needs to be shared, but the kind that settles into your posture, into your sleep, into your choices. You go to bed earlier not because a notification tells you to, but because you felt the difference in how you wake up. You say no more often. You protect your energy without announcing it. The ring becomes less of a device and more of a mirror, not reflecting how productive you are, but how aligned you feel. And that's where the quiet luxury reveals itself. True luxury isn't about visibility, it's about control. Control over your time, your attention, your well-being. The Oura Ring doesn't broadcast success, it protects it. Even socially, it speaks softly. It doesn't invite questions, it doesn't start conversations. But those who recognize it understand immediately. This is someone investing inward, someone thinking long-term, someone who doesn't need proof. There's elegance in choosing restraint, in choosing silence over noise, in choosing consistency over intensity. Gradually, you realize something important. Health doesn't need motivation, it needs awareness. And awareness doesn't need to be loud. The Oura Ring doesn't change your life overnight. It does something far more meaningful. It changes how you relate to yourself over time. It teaches you that the most powerful signals are the quiet ones, that rest is not weakness, that luxury can live in simplicity. And maybe that's the real lesson here. True wellness isn't something you show. True luxury isn't something you explain. And the most valuable upgrades are the ones no one else ever notices.